guys, I hope everyone is having a good day and keeping warm in this cold weather. I am here with an unboxing. The painting I am going to be unboxing is called Christmas Cookies, and it was made by Everafter Diamond Painting, and the artist is Emma Casey. So as you can see on the side of the box, it is branded with their everafterdiamondpainting.com social media. On the front of the box, you can see over here it says Ever After Diamond Painting, and their slogan, a premium diamond painting experience featuring legally licensed artwork. And this is the picture of the canvas, and it is a square. And their logo, create your own fairy tale, and it has the Cinderella slippers on the side. And then the back of the box is just plain blue. So let's get into this as I tell you a little bit about this painting. So this painting is a square. It is a 60 by 50. It has 74 colors and includes 3 ABs and 2 Forever dust drills. So I am going to pause the video as I open this up, and then we will get into this. So the first thing you will see when you open up Everafter Diamond Paintings is you will see an inventory sheet. This is a very simple plain sheet of paper with your picture and all your information on it, and it has all your colors. Along with it has your weight and the quantity of drills. This can be very helpful if you use Elizabeth Ward containers and you know how much fits in each size, so you can gauge better on which containers to use. So I always really appreciate that in my paintings. So thank you so much, Everafter. And let's look at what this looks like. So the first thing I'm pulling out here is your toolkit. This comes with every painting. This kit is pretty basic, but if you are new to painting, this has pretty much everything you need in it to start off. So that is always good when you are beginning. So let's get this out. So you will always get a pen, and this has a 3-placer on the end. And then they also give you, it looks like either an 8 or a 9-placer. You can use 2 and change out that tip if you would like. Then, of course, you get a bunch of wax. It's about 4 or 5 squares of it. Make sure when you open it up, if you're going to use the wax, it has plastic on it like that. Make sure to pull it off when you go to stab it, otherwise you won't get any wax. That's a common thing that people don't realize and forget. And then you have a simple diamond painting tray, a squishy to go on the end of your pen so that it is more comfortable. And you have a branded set of tweezers that are pink. It says create your own fairy tale. These are very sharp, so do make sure to keep your plastic case on them, otherwise you will hurt yourself with them. Okay, so let's get into the painting and see what we have. So because this painting, it is poured glue, you will be able to roll it back on itself and it won't damage the canvas. So these are the sticker sheets we have. We have 1 through 74. Something I do really appreciate about them is when they use their number system, if it's the first one, they use one, and so on, and they coordinate it so we don't confuse them. That's a big thing that a lot of us have a problem with, so I always appreciate that. Then the sticker up here, a lot of us keep blog books, so we're able to put that in there, which is always nice to have. And then we do have a few extra small stickers down here. So if you need them, you do have them readily available to you, which always is a big help. So this canvas does have 3 ABs and 2 Forever Dust. So it does have a good amount in here. I see a different amount listed here. So we will see when we go into the bags and find out. So I am going to pause this right now while I get out the special drills and we can take a look at them. So one thing I did forget to mention is if you do look at the sticker sheet, you do have a little code here. It does match up with the code on your drill packs. So if you do like to store those separately, you will easily be able to find them, which is a huge help in my eyes because I do store mine separately. Okay. And then I am going to quickly show you the rest of the color palette. So this is what it looks like. It does have a nice variety of colors. So I do like that. I like myself a nice bright painting, especially at holiday season. So the ABs we have, 906. That is a nice, pretty, shiny green. Then we have 995. That is really pretty. Then we have a lighter blue 996. Then we have 725. You can see that real nice shine. And then the rest of them are Forever Dust drills. These aren't going to shine as much, but they are more sparkly than the regular drills. They have more of like a light glitter mica powder on them. So this is 554. So you can see there is a little bit more of a sparkle to them. This is 703. And then 823. So I really do love myself a good Forever Dust drill. They give it a nice sparkle, but not too much, which is always a worry if you overdo it. So because this canvas is a poured glue canvas, we can roll it on itself so that we can make it lay flat sooner. Now, this canvas, if you do let it sit for a few minutes, it will lay flat for you. So it's not a big deal to wait for it to flatten if you don't need to have it flat right away. But I'm just going to do this for the sake of the video. So we're just going to roll that up. And then let it go. So she is really cute. It's called Christmas Cookies. There's 2 dragons. And you can see on the bottom here, they are making cookies. It is so adorable. Okay, so if you look at the top of the canvas, you can see their slogan, create your own fairy tale with the 2 Cinderella slippers. It is so adorable. I love their slogan. And then if you look on both sides of their canvas, both on the right and on the left, there is a legend, which I always love it on both sides. It's a big help when we put our washi tape on the border. And then if you look at the bottom of the canvas, over here, you will notice it says Christmas Cookies, the name of the canvas, and the artist Emma Casey, and then it has the code, so if you need to match it to the drills, you can easily. And then you have their branding, Everafter, and then you have their social media, everafterdiamondpainting.com. I've always loved them. They're very interactive on Facebook and Instagram, so if you ever have any questions, you can contact them there or on email. Email, I usually get replies within about half hour, depending the time, of course. So, looking at this canvas, I'm going to look at the symbols. The symbols don't look like they're going to be anything that's going to be too hard. There's two of them here, number 70 and 71. You're going to have to be real careful of because they look somewhat alike, but what will help with that is how dark and light the blues are. So that should be a big help for us. But otherwise, I don't see anything else that looks too similar. Oh, maybe if you look on number 33 and 34, the star and the plus, they're both very close in color. So that's something you're just going to want to be aware of if it's next to each other on the canvas. But I don't see anything else that could be a possible issue. Now, if you do look at the canvas, I will bring it up. It does look very, very clear. What I look at a lot is anything that has white, like for the symbol, because that seems to be the hardest ones for some reason to print clearly. But I'm not seeing any kind of issues with that on this canvas at all. I've noticed their canvases do seem to be really clear, so it's really easy on the eyes. So let's go ahead and find the ABs and the Forever Dust drills. So the first one's going to be 725 AB. That's a yellow AB. So that's going to be down here near the dragon's paw. And up in here, let's see. It looks like possibly down here near its tail. But that's all I think I see of that color. Then the next one is 906B. That's a green AB. So let's see if we can find that. That has a dot with a line through it. So it's up in here in the Christmas tree. Right here. It's up. It's right here. Then if you look up in here. So I would think it's a lot of the light green. So up down here, down in here. Then the next one is 995 AB. It's a dark blue. And then the other one's going to be a 996 AB, which is a lighter blue. So you're going to have a lot of these dark blues like right here, over in the paws and the dragon. You're going to have it up top in the scales, up on the top of the head. It looks like also on the bottom, on the tails, over here. And I'm guessing most likely over in this one as well. I am not seeing it over here, but I'm sure it is there. Then the next one, it's going to be a fairy dust. It's a light pink, 554. Let's see if we can find that. Okay, so that's going to be in the dragon scales here. Maybe it's a light purple, but it's in the light purple of here. I do see it down further here and some in the tail here. I don't believe I see it in the other one. No, I don't see it in the other dragon. Then the next one is going to be 703. So that's a green. So again, this is going to be some of the light green that's in this tree. All up and down all the way up to the star up here. It's sporadically through there. And then the last one is, it's a real dark blue 823. So that's going to be, it looks like a lot of outlining on the dragons. Like over here, instead of it being black, it's a nice fairy dust drill that's a real dark blue. And it's in both dragons, all outlining it. So we'll see how that comes out. It's a lot of the outlining is all the blue. I've had mixed opinions on it, but it's a fairy dust instead of an AB, so I'm hoping that won't be too bad. When I've had it before with the black AB that was used, it completely changed the color, so it really did not look right. I ended up looking green, so that shouldn't be a problem here. But I can't wait to get to this painting. This one will be another one that will be next year. I will take a full picture of it for you and put it at the end of the video so you can decide if you like it and would like to purchase it. I will have it linked down below for you. And I hope everyone has a good day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.